AskReddit by night and time. What is something porn normalized? I read this somewhere and it's so true. Porn has normalized men trying to act like a hyperactive DJ on the clit. Deleted. True. People acting like vanilla is bad. Vanilla isn't even something that's bad or boring. It's just got a bad rep, but vanilla is awesome and intimate and gentle. That a woman would moan in pleasure after you, IDK, sniff her for 2 seconds. The same woman can come from sucking a dildo. Not a single drop of sweat. That missionary is too boring. Sometimes I don't want to get leg cramp and actually want to feel intimate with my partner. Missionary is by far my favorite position and feels the best. I get clitoral stimulation from his pelvis. That angle of penetration is stellar and we can make out. I wish we'd stop making people feel as if they're boring in bed for enjoying missionary. Probably eating ass. I don't know, maybe I'm just pretty green, but I swear it wasn't as prevalent 10-15 years ago. Especially men getting it. That you just start coming and you don't stop coming. 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 The seizure eye roll. I always think at the WWE Undertaker intro, D. More seriously, some girls used to do it at the end of a scene to show they are convulsing due to orgasm. Nowadays they roll their eyes and flip their tongue as soon as the guy's inside. At least it's funny. Strictly in and out motion. I haven't been with a single woman that didn't like angles with varying pressures to stretch out the vaginal muscles. Also, in cowgirl a lot of women like to grind while you're fully inside. Not many like to jump up and down treating the dick like a pogo stick. Oh yes, they love the dick breaker removal motion. Men averagely have 8-inch schlongs. Doesn't help that it always seems to be like the same 10 or so guys in all the videos. Showing your dick out of nowhere to a girl in the hopes she'll be so impressed it makes her horny. You've never done the naked man before? Choking on a dick to the point you gag and spit is everywhere. That rough sex is the way it should be done, and the rougher, the better. You're making love, not jackhammering concrete, guys. Take it easy. Bukkake is a normal Japanese word that you might yell out when buying udon. I live in what is essentially the world epicenter of udon restaurants, and believe me, you really notice this. Kakaru is a verb that means to put on top or, as in putting on a topping, and bu acts like a superlative. So bukkakaru means to put on top or a lot or something like that. Bukkake is a noun from the verb, and bukkake udon or bukkake meshi usually mean a dish with a big amount of toppings or egg poured on it. If you watch anime you might have heard words like bukarosu, kill a lot, or batobasu, send flying, beat up a lot. It sounds stupid in English, so they're usually translated to something like destroy or beat to pulp. Adding porn at the end of words meaning a collection of images. Food porn and car porn isn't what I was looking for. I just hate how suspicious the name of the subs looks on my history. Incest. What are you doing, step-redditor? Have the pizza delivery guy able to stay a whole hour by your place as if they don't have any other deliveries to make. Customer service sometimes means you gotta service the customer. Not focusing at all on women's pleasure mayo. The facial, don't get me wrong. I'm not against it lol, just think its popularity is high because of porn. I have never, ever, understood why so much porn is 20+ minutes of foreplay and sex and it ends with just some guy jacking it on his own. Like, why am I even here? If I wanted to see some sad guy jacking it on his own, I can look in a mirror. Furious finger banging. Just, no. I feel like that has gone down over time. Late 90s early 2000s fingering was insane. Edit, the shit that ends up being one of my top comments, sigh. I think that it's made a lot of anal stuff way more mainstream, as well as the current trend of cock gagging the whole crying and amp, makeup running, that whole thing def started in porn. I was at a wedding a few weeks back where one of the guests managed to start a sentence with "as a guy who eats ass" in a regular table conversation. I don't judge, but the casualness of it was impressive in a way. One does not simply slip it into the back door without proper preparation loop consent. I've seen way too many videos where the guy just oops it into the back door and after a moment of OMG WTF they're just unbowed with it. Nah, that ain't how it works. Edit, I don't know if I should be proud or ashamed that my top upvoted anything on Reddit is about anal, but here we are. On a similar theme, people alternating between anal and vaginal. That's how you get a UT. In porn, you either die a stepdaughter, or live long enough to see yourself become the stepmom found. This, https://i.imgur.com/arpdcas.jpg close bracket me monad ankmams lol. She's Alex Links, if anyone's wondering. Wonder how much she aged between both videos. Incessant slapping of the vagina. Like, physically smacking the shit out of it with your hand. It's something me and my friends have laughed about and it does nothing for any of us. Edit, yes, I know some people like it. There's no issue with that. Funny you mentioned this, my girlfriend actually suggested I do this to her. I haven't done it yet, but she seems to think it'll do something for her. Although, I'm pretty sure she wants light clit slaps, not hardcore vagina smacks. Deep throating, face fucking, and gagging on a dick to the point you almost vomit, or actually do, and they just cut around it. There was a time when every other scene didn't involve a girl swallowing a dick the size of a baseball bat. It used to be a novelty with only a handful of girls doing it. Sometimes I wonder what the OG pornsters would make of what even the mainstream girls go through these days. I don't see Jenna J agreeing to getting throat fucked, for example. Like how Goku becomes the first Super Saiyan in like 1000 years and then suddenly everybody else can do it as well. Obnoxious moaning faking. It's so annoying. I can't go a second without hearing an over-excessive, exaggerated moan in my ear. I think porn has normalized a lot of sexual standards. The whole idea of porn is for it to look good, not feel good. Unfortunately for a lot of people, porn is how they learn about sex. Porn is to sex, as kung fu films are to fighting. Fucking rough and hard all the time. Jack Black taught me better. Squirting. IKR, like guys be more concerned about having to make you squirt. Like how about you concern yourself with making me come instead, so. Guys think if they touch my vagina I'm going to start moaning in uncontrollable pleasure. Obviously you gotta press the clit first,